This is 1.2 number 31. We've got a problem about a car where the brakes are applied and it skids for 75 meters, and we want to know how fast it was going in the first place. So um, let's see, we're going to start off knowing that the acceleration is given in the problem. That's a negative 20, okay, negative 20 meters per second squared. The velocity equation is then, is going to be the integral of that, so it's going to be negative 20t plus the initial velocity, which is actually the thing we're trying to find. The position is going to be the integral of that, which would be negative 10t squared plus v naught t plus x naught plus the initial position, but we're going to set that to be 0. Okay, so here's the little picture of what's happening here. Here's the start of the skid, and then the skid ends. At the start, we're calling that x naught, x equals 0. At the end, that's x equals 75 meters. That's given in the problem. At the start, v naught is what we're trying to find. At the end, we do know that v is 0 because the car has come to a stop. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to figure out the time. We're going to figure out how long it took for the car to come to a stop. And then we'll be able to figure out V naught. Basically, we're going to have two equations and two unknowns. So the first, let's look at the velocity equation. We know that at the end, 0 is going to be negative 20t plus V naught. We also know that at the end, x is 75, so 75 is going to be negative 10t squared plus V naught t. Okay, so really that's two equations with two unknowns, t and V naught. Really, we're just interested in in V naught, but I think the way to solve this is to find t first, then find V naught. Okay, so for example, in the first equation, um, let's see, you got 20t equals V naught, and let's go ahead and get t by itself. So that means t is 1/20th of V naught. Okay, we can then plug that in to the second equation there, and we'll have 75 is equal to negative 10 t squared plus V naught t. And actually, so here we're just going to solve for V naught, and we'll have the answer. It turns out we don't have to know how long the skid lasted. We're just interested in how fast it was going when the brakes were applied. The initial velocity. Okay, so let's see, negative 10 divided by 20 squared. So we're going to have 75 is negative 1/40th of V naught squared, and that's going to be plus 1/20th V naught squared. If you add those two together, you're going to get positive 1/40th of V naught squared. And so V naught squared is going to be 40 times 75, which is 3,000. And so V naught is going to be the square root of 3,000, but that's going to be in meters per second. And we were told to put it in kilometers per hour, so just a little bit of unit conversion here. There's 1 kilometer in 1,000 meters, and there are 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. Okay, so if I do the square root of 3,000 times 3,600 divided by 1,000, I get approximately 197 kilometers per hour.